Hi, I'm Duncan Moss, and I'd like to welcome you to my latest video blog. Today, it's like a sort of part two. I'm going to be talking about the Monkees album Headquarters and the box set that I bought. I've already put a blog out. I got the box set, and I had two. There's four discs on in the collection, and I had two discs of two, but no disc of one, which is the actual album. So I got in touch with the Monkees website, which I bought it from, and they very kindly sent me a replacement. In fact, they didn't send me just a replacement of a disc one. They sent me the whole box set, which I was a little bit uncomfortable about because, but I've listened to our album several times. It's absolutely wonderful. There's lots of bonus tracks on just on the first disc. um, Disc two has mostly instrumentals of the tracks, and then discs three and four have alternate versions of a lot of the tracks with vocals. The disc two is a little the sound cuts out on one of the songs, just not one of the songs, one of the tracks. I think it's either 22, 23, or 24. I used one of the other discs twos from the first box set that I was sent, and it cuts out in the same place. So it's obviously on the master. Um, the I mean, I don't mind really because these tracks are over half a century old, and they could have easily found their way into the bin. So I'm not worried about that. As I say, the album's very nice. You get a lovely book with the set, which is full of lots and lots of photographs and information, which you can read at your leisure. Very nice. Lovely photographs of the boys. I'm afraid I've got problems with the sun at the moment, not the newspaper, but the actual burning heat variety, because it keeps on going in and out. It's a very strange month, January, with weather, and it's either horrible or very nice, and the sun keeps coming in and out. So I'm sorry, I'll go a bit blotchy every now and again. And you get this lovely disc, a 7-inch single of the two tracks that were made during the recording sessions that never got released in this format. The Girl I Knew Somewhere, which is a Mike Nesmith composition, and All of Your Toys. It's just really, really nice. Lovely to have. I think that it's got the same picture on both sides. Absolutely lovely, and it should have been released as a single, I think. I'm just going to go through the album, do a review of the album while I'm here. But thank you to the Monkees website. It's all sorted out now, and Je suis un lapin humoreux, which I think is the French for I am a happy bunny. The So go through the tracks on the album one by one. The first track on the side one, if you're thinking in vinyl, is "You Told Me," written by Mike Nesmith. It's a very nice up-tempo, country-flavored song. And what a talented songwriter he is! Really, I think he was underplayed by the record company with the Monkees, definitely. And he sings it. He's got a lovely voice. And second track is another country sort of flavoured song, a little bit slower, a little bit lower tempo. It's I'll Spend My Life With You. It was written by Tommy Boyce and Bobby Hart, who played a massive part in the Monkees' success story as songwriters. And it's sung very, very nicely by Mickey. Then we got track 3, which is Forget That Girl, which is sung by Davey. It's written by somebody called Douglas Farling Hattlelid, I think. It's nice. It's one of the quite a well-known Monkees track. We've then got Band 6, which is an instrumental. It's great fun, and it's written by all 4 of them. It's about 1 minute long. Obviously, they were trying to help make sure that Davey got some composer royalties as well as the others. Track 5, we've got the magnificent You May Be the One, another Mike Nesmith composition, a superbly structured song. I understand it ended up being the B-side of another single. I think it was "I Want to Be Free" sung by Davey, which is not on the album, but was released just in Australia. And "You May Be the One" was the B-side. Surely, I would have thought the best thing to have done would have been to have released this song worldwide with "I Want to Be Free" on the flip side. But there we go. At number 6, we've got this magnificent Shades of Grey, which is sung by Peter and Davey. Peter doesn't sing a lot. I don't think he found it easy to sing, but he does a very fine job along with Davey. It's a wonderful song, very different from most of the Monkees type of work, but a very memorable song, and they do it very well. Written by Barry Mann and Cynthia Well. It's one of the very memorable songs. We've then got track number 7, I Can't Get Her Out of My Mind, which is sung by Davey. This is a sort of vaudeville number. Quite charming and fun. I guess Davey, of course, was an actor as well as a singer, and I guess vaudeville must have played very much part in his training. We then go on to side 2 if you're in vinyl. Track 8 if you're with a CD. Track For Pete's Sake, which is written by Peter Tork and Joey Richards. It's the song lyrics go in this generation, but it's called For Pete's Sake. I suppose also known as In This Generation, but it seems to be called For Pete's Sake. It's Peter shows that he can be. He was a budding songwriter as well. And we've then got track 2, Mr. Webster, which is about a song about 2 gentlemen, Mr. Webster and Mr. Frisbee, who are bankers. And it's written by Tommy Boyce and Bobby Hart. And let's just say that the major banks won't be using the song as a recruitment drive anytime soon. But it's good fun. We then got the third and final song from Mike Nesmith, Sunny Girlfriend. Again, very up-tempo, very jolly pop song, very nicely crafted. We've then got track number 4, side 2. It's called Zilch, which is it's a lot of fun. It could be their Revolution 9. What acquits it quite nicely is the fact that it's over quite soon, but it's clever in a way. Might have been an idea to set it to music. We've then got No Time, which is a group composition with they also were cozy with a gentleman called Hank Kilahalo. I'm sorry if I've pronounced that wrongly. Nice sort of boppy, rocky number. We've then got a track called Early Morning Blues and Greens, which was written by Diane Hildebrand and Jack Keller. Song tailor-made for Davy, and he quits it very nicely. We've then got a very the song that was written by Mickey Dolenz and was a smash hit, certainly in Britain. It got to number 2, and it was backed with "Forget That Girl." It's called Randy Scouse Git. And the story behind the song is that when the Monkees came over to the UK for their first tour, Mickey was relaxing watching TV in his hotel room, and on came a British situation comedy called Till Death Do Us Part, which is I don't think has ever been shown in the States. It's basically about a very racist bigot old man, Alf Garnett, who's played by the superb British character actor Warren Mitchell, and his long-suffering wife, who's played by Dandy Nichols, a lovely character actress, and their daughter is played by Una Stubbs, and their son-in-law of Mr. and Mrs. Garnett's son-in-law is played by Tony Booth. And Alf Garnett, he's a racist bigot, supports West Ham, is a Londoner, supports West Ham, and hates his son-in-law, who he calls a Randy Scouse Git, or just Scouse Git in many of the episodes. He's very nasty to his wife, but she always comes out in the episodes on top. He was an institution. He carries on into a series in the 1980s called In Sickness and in Health, again played by the same actor, Warren Mitchell. He doesn't like gay people, he doesn't like black people, so it's when his home help, Winston, turns out to be gay and black, he's not very happy, and he calls him Marigold. But the whole point of the series is not it's not written by a racist. It's actually showing how bad racism is by having a racist character. Mel Brooks, I think, uses a similar technique in his film Blazing Saddles, and anyhow, Mickey wrote the song, and from the point of view of the son-in-law being shouted at by Alf, his father-in-law, why don't you cut your hair? It's got a very heavy vaudeville feel to it. Again, of course, Mickey was as an actor as well as a pop star, so the BBC wouldn't allow the song to be referred to by its title. So when it was released, the DJs had to call it Untitled. Still didn't stop it from getting to number 2. And I was doing some homework, and git, British word git, is sort of the British equivalent of punk or jerk, and that's the last track on the album. It's a very pleasing piece of work, the album, and well worth getting. Lots of other tracks were recorded at the same time that turned out to be singles or B-sides in other places. A Little Bit Me, A Little Bit You, the Neil Diamond song, was recorded. That was a big British number 1, and that actually had the B-side of the Girl I Knew Somewhere, which was one of the tracks that released on the 7-inch single here. So it did see the light of day. I apologise, I didn't realise that. Um, just to say that the other side of The Girl I Knew Somewhere on the 7-inch single is All of Your Toys, which is sung by Mickey and is a great song in its own right. The album Headquaters is included in the book, the 2006 book, 1001 Albums You Must Hear Before You Die. You No Time. The song was a B-side of a single called Star Collector, which was released just in Japan. Got to Give It Time and Neil Diamond's Love to Love were recorded at this time, but left in the vault until they got a dusting off and appeared in the album, the 2016 50th anniversary album, Good Times. Of course, Love to Love has a vocal from Davey, who at that time very sadly was no longer with us, and excuse me, it's lovely to hear him on the album. Very sadly, since then, of course, Mike Nesmith and Peter Tork have also passed away, and that's very sad. But I think the laughter that they bought, and Mickey all bought for us, it's never going, like with Laurel and Hardy, it's always going to be there. We're always going to be laughing at them. And that's great. I haven't, think, got anything else to say. Other than just some of the session musician, Chip Douglas, so I think ended up becoming their producer, or was their producer. He plays bass on a lot of the tracks, which is great. And as I say, it's a lovely album and well worth getting. And I think really that's all I've got to say. So again, a huge thank you to the Monkees website for sending me as quickly as they could a replacement copy. And because I've also got the show on disc where they have a special, which I haven't played yet. I haven't looked at any of them yet. Sorry, because I have attention deficit hyperactive disorder, so I have to be in the right mood to watch a lot of these things. But yeah, great album. Well done, guys. People say, oh, they were a band. They weren't a proper band. Well, they were. They even on the first two albums that they didn't play a lot of any of their instruments. I think they just sung. Well, we've got several groups around today who just sing and don't play instruments. But the fact that they wrote some of their songs and they were thirsty to play instruments on the tracks and did shows that they were. And also the fact they were very funny and had their own show shows that they have a very important part to play in the world of pop. The album in the in America, came in at #1 for 1 week and then got toppled by a group by a certain Liverpudlian skiffle band. What were they called? Oh yes, the Beatles. But it stayed at #2 behind Sgt. Pepper for 9 weeks, and the album went double platinum in America, and it did very well. I think it went to #2 in the UK. Again, kept off the top spot by Sgt. Pepper. But it's in double platinum, as indeed did the first 2 Monkees albums, and I think the next album did as well. So they've done very well. So well done, guys. And I sign off. If you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I would love to have you aboard. If you want to take then please do. And God bless the Monkees, and God bless you all for tuning in. So thank you very much. See you next time. Bye-bye.